morning students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine and you are also doing a good job by studying at home. We are also doing certain things for you. A hearty welcome to all of you in the English world of Aradhya. I am Rashmin Dabi, teaching to the students of 9 to 12 standard in our Aradhya classes for English medium. Okay, so students, today we will begin your first chapter, which is titled A Letter to God. Okay, now as the title suggests, a letter. Now in the modern age, the letter may have lost its value, but in the past it ruled over the hearts of the people for many years. Now you can say it is the age of email, fax, okay, WhatsApp, through which you get your messages. But earlier letters were only the medium of communications, and that was giving not only messages but also the feelings of the people were attached with all those letters. So people were eagerly waiting to receive such letters. Now you may have heard a story where a small child wanted some chocolates. He demanded it from his father, but his father denied. Now he did not have any other option, but he had heard that whatever we demand from God, God fulfills our demand. So he thought of writing a letter to God, and he demanded in that letter, God, I want to purchase some chocolates. For that I want 10 rupees. When the letter reached the post office, the postmaster and the postman both read this letter. The postman, because he had to deliver the letters to the address. Now address written was to God. So postman understood that this must be a letter written by a small kid, and that was a postcard. Now postcard were open letters, so content also could be read out. So he read the content of the letter, which was, what was written over there? God, I want to purchase some chocolates. For that I want 10 rupees. So this postman was very much moved by such a demand of a child. But he did not have 10 rupees at that time. So he thought that let me send 5 rupees to this child. So he had only 5 rupees. He sent it to the child. After few days, he again got a letter. That was also addressed to God. So again he thought that there would be some demand. But this was a letter with thanks and complaints. Thanks because the child got the money, and complaints because the child did not get the full amount. So it was written over there in that, God, I am sure you must have sent 10 rupees, but I have received only 5 rupees. And I am sure this 5 rupees must have been taken by the post office people. So students, this was a type of joke. In our time it was very much in vogue. But this is almost the story in this particular lesson, a letter to God. Here instead of a child, we have got one elder person, very aged person, who is a farmer. His name is Lencho. He is living in one hilly area, hilly region, and his is the only family over there. What he grows corn crop, and corn crop is almost ready to be harvested. It requires just one downpour or one shower. So he was very happy with his attempts. He worked hard all these months in the fields. And then after a few days, he could see the mountains of clouds coming. So he got happy that what my crop required, now it is going to take place. The rain would come, and it started raining. But his joy was short-lived. After some time, the rain changed into a hailstone. So now hailstones started falling. Very speedy wind came, and that brought the hailstones. Now hailstones covered the entire field. It seemed that entire field was covered with salt, because hailstones are of white color. So students, Here you see his joy proved to be short-lived and it turned into sorrow, because all his hard work now is going to become nil. He is not going to get anything. His whole field is devastated. So he is disheartened. Okay, in this condition, he talks to his wife. He see, if locust had come, that also could have left something. Here this hailstone has left nothing. Now the worry is, what shall we eat this year? Now we don't have anything to eat for ourselves also. So this year we all will go hungry. But the wife just ensured her that God is always there to help you. Then he realized he was also a staunch believer in God. So he thought of writing a letter to God. He knew that God would definitely answer this question. So he wrote a letter to God demanding 100 pesos. Now pesos is the currency of this particular area. Okay, 100 pesos. So he demanded it from God, and on the address he wrote to God. He posted this letter. When the letter reached in the hands of the postman, he was surprised. So he also got the similar feeling. He first started laughing. Then he took the letter to the postmaster. Even postmaster first gave the same reaction. But then the postmaster was very friendly man, amiable. So he thought of answering this letter, because he was very much moved by the faith of this farmer. So he thought that let me answer this letter. Now to answer that letter, what he required, he needed to collect the money. Now 100 pesos he did not have. So he put some part of salary in that. He collected from his office staff also. He collected some amount from his friends also. And finally that amount was just more than half of the demanded amount. So total amount was 100 pesos, which Lencho demanded. More than half of it, yani 50 peso. It was just more than 50 peso. So the amount was 70 pesos. So that much only the postmaster could collect. Now that amount he sent to Lencho. And Lencho had come to receive his letter over there in the post office. So postmaster was just seeing his reaction through the window. There was no surprise on Lencho's face when he got this letter. But still, postmaster wanted to know, when he actually gets money, what will be his reaction. Here Lencho knew that I have talked to God, I have sent a message to God, so God would definitely help me. But this joy also turned into trouble when he opened the envelope and collected the money, which came to only 70 peso. Immediately he took another letter and with frowns in his eyes, he just wrote something and sealed it and then again posted it. As soon as he posted, the postmaster got that letter. When he opened it, what was written? Ki God, I am sure you have helped me the full amount, you have sent the full amount for me, but the people in the post office are a bunch of crooks. They are not loyal people. Okay? They are not honest people. So remaining 30 peso, they only must have taken. Saying that, the postmaster, when he heard this, he came to know about these words, he was totally surprised. Here the person who helps, that person only is blamed, knowingly or unknowingly. Here in the case of Lencho, it is unknowingly. Lencho blames this person helper unknowingly, because he strongly feels that this money God only has sent. Understood? So that is the basic story in this lesson. Now we will read out the lesson line wise. Okay? It begins from page number 3. The house, the only one in the entire valley. Students, I told you, he was living in the hilly region. Hilly region where there was a valley and that was the only house in that area. Okay, sat on the crest of a low hill. So where was the house? The house was on the crest, yani on the top of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn. So here you come to know that which crop he had grown in his field. He had grown corn in his field. Dotted with the flowers. Here dotted means sprinkled with the flowers. The crop corn has already got the flowers on it. That always promised a good harvest. And when you see like this flowers on the crop, it means the harvest would be good enough. That is the sign that now you will get a good crop, good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. अभी अर्थ को क्या चाहिए? या तो डाउनपोर, डाउनपोर यानी हैवी रेन. अगर हैवी रेन नहीं आता है तो एटलीस्ट अ शावर विल डू. भारी बारिश नहीं आती है तो एक शावर आ जाए, हल्की बारिश आ जाए, दैट ऑल्सो विल डू. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately means very closely, because he has been working in his fields for many years. So he knows his field very closely, intimately. Had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Why northeast? Because the rainy clouds would come from that direction. So since morning he was just waiting for the rainy clouds, and that's why he was seeing the sky in that direction. Now we were really going to get some water, woman. Here woman is his wife. He is talking to his wife. Now we are really going to get some water. अभी हमको थोड़ा पानी मिलेगा through rain. The woman who was preparing supper, supper here means, see the spelling students, supper, S-U-P-P-E-R. Supper means evening meal that we take every day. That is called supper. In the evening, on a special occasion, when we take meal or prepare the meal, that is called dinner. So supper, S-U-P-P-E-R. If you take out one P, then it is super, and if you put double P, then it is supper. Supper yani sham ka khana. Okay. Replied, the woman who was preparing supper replied, yes, God willing. So definitely we will get some water if God is willing. God चाहते हैं तो हमको पानी मिलेगा. The older boys were working in the field, while the smaller ones were playing near the house, until the woman called to them all, come for dinner. Now their supper is ready. She is saying that come for dinner. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. Understood? While they were just taking the meal, शाम का खाना खा रहे थे, तब भी Lencho noticed that big drops of rain started falling. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. Okay, I already told you in the outline of the story that he could see the huge mountain of clouds from northeastern direction. Okay, could be seen approaching. Approaching means coming. Now the air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. Now first rain, normally we all want to enjoy because we get very much suffocated with the heat of summer. Okay, outside we go, suffocation is too much. So we all are waiting, not only we, even some animals, birds, all are waiting for the rain. And when the first rain comes, almost everyone wants to get drenched. Everyone wants to take a bath in the first rain. So here Lencho also went out just to feel the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, these aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. Remember, students, what he says. Now he considers these raindrops as coins. They are actually not coins, but indirectly these raindrops would give good harvest to Lencho, and that harvest he could sell in the market. That would help him to earn the coins. That's why he considers these raindrops as coins. And he says the same thing कि ये raindrops नहीं है पर ये नए सिक्के हैं, new coins. The big drops are 10 cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. जो बड़ी बूंदे पड़ रही है वो क्या है, 10 के सिक्के हैं, और छोटे पड़ रहे हैं वो 5 सेंट के सिक्के हैं। ओके, विथ अ सेटिस्फाइड एक्सप्रेशन he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers. Okay, draped in a curtain of rain. Now you see, he saw that all his field with its all flowers now was draped in a curtain of rain. सबके ऊपर बारिश आ रही है, पूरे फील्ड के ऊपर। So he was happy with this condition, the rain just covering his entire field. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain very large hailstones began to fall. Now this is going to be a problematic situation. अभी तक रेन आ रहा था वो बराबर था, now rain has changed into hailstones, so that is not good for crop. Hailstone means the ice pieces are falling. Okay, उसको क्या करे बोलते अपने, करे गिर रहे हैं। ओके, सो दैट इज नॉट गुड फॉर द फील्ड, इट वुड डिवास्टेट द फील्ड, खड़ी फसल को वो बर्बाद कर देगा। ओके, दीज ट्रूली डिड रिजेंबल द न्यू सिल्वर कॉइन्स। द बॉयज एक्सपोजिंग देमसेल्व्स टू रेन ran out to collect the frozen pearls. So when the hailstones started to fall, only the boys were happy. They wanted to collect those frozen pearls. Here frozen pearls means hailstones, ice cubes. It's really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. Finally, man here means Lencho. Lencho बोल उठा कि अभी ये खराब हो रहा है, बराबर। I hope it passes quickly. ये जल्दी चला जाना चाहिए, ये लंबे टाइम तक गिरता रहा हेलस्टोन तो मेरी पूरी फसल बर्बाद कर देगा। It did not pass quickly. Lencho is hoping that it should pass quickly. But the reality is the hailstone did not pass quickly, means it poured for much more time. For an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. तो ये हेलस्टोन सिर्फ एक ही जगह नहीं गिर रहा है, उसके हाउस पे गिर रहा है, गार्डन में गिर रहा है, हिल साइड पे चल रहा है, पूरे कॉर्नफील्ड में गिर रहा है, और छेले बोलते हैं कि पूरी वैली इलाके में ये हिलस्टोन कंटिन्यू रहा। हाउ लॉन्ग? फॉर 1 hour. नाउ इवन इफ इट फॉल्स, स्टूडेंट्स, आई टेल यू, फॉर 15 to 20 minutes इट कैन डिवास्टेट एनी क्रॉप। तो ये तो 1 घंटा चला, तो यानी पूरी फसल बर्बाद कर दी। 15-20 मिनट चले ना तो भी फसल बर्बाद होगी, तो ये तो 1 घंटे तक ये हेलस्टोन पड़ती रही। द फील्ड वॉज वाइट एज इफ कवर्ड विथ सॉल्ट, दैट आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर। अभी पूरा फील्ड कैसा हो गया, एकदम वाइट हो गया है, ऐसा लगता है कि सॉल्ट से कवर किया हुआ है। नॉट अ लीफ रिमेन्ड ऑन द ट्रीज। तो स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज द इफेक्ट ऑफ द हेलस्टोन। पेड़ के ऊपर के पत्ते भी गिर जाते हैं, बिकॉज दोस हेलस्टोन्स आर हैवी, सो दैट कैन फॉल एनीथिंग। द कॉर्न वॉज टोटली डिस्ट्रॉयड, दैट्स वॉट, इट डिवास्टेटेड द एंटायर फील्ड। तो कॉर्न तो पूरा बर्बाद हो गया, कॉर्न की फसल बर्बाद हो गई। द फ्लावर्स वर गॉन फ्रॉम द प्लांट्स। फ्लावर्स वॉज वॉट, अ प्रॉमिसिंग साइन ऑफ अ गुड हार्वेस्ट। अब फ्लावर्स भी पहले चले गए तो फसल बर्बाद हो गई। लेंचो सोल वॉज फिल्ड विथ सैडनेस। अभी तक वो खुश था, फिर थोड़ा टेंशन में आया, हेलस्टोन आई तब। अब जो हेलस्टोन ने किया है उसकी वजह से तो हिज सोल, उसकी आत्मा दुख से भर गए, ऐसा दुख जिसको लंबे टाइम तक वो भूला नहीं पाएगा। When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, it is already shown in the picture. Understood what he said to his sons? A plague of locust, plague यानी calamity और pest of locust, locust यानी तीड़, would have left more than this. अगर तीड़ आते तो भी कुछ तो बचता फील्ड में, पर इसने तो कुछ छोड़ा ही नहीं है। हेलस्टोन ने तो पूरी फसल बर्बाद कर दी। The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn. It means इस साल कोई कॉर्न नहीं होगा। अगर कॉर्न नहीं है तो हम सब भूखे मरेंगे। बेचने का तो छोड़ो, पर खुद के खाने के लिए भी नहीं मिलेगा। That is the situation. That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. This can dishearten anyone students. बराबर, कोई बच्चा पूरे साल सॉलिड मेहनत करता है. In all the tough subjects, easy subjects, he works hard. He is allotting about 8 to 10 hours for studies. And when the result comes, if he fails in those subjects where he has done the maximum work, how will he feel? Almost वैसी situation है यहाँ. All our work for nothing. There is no one who can help us. No one, because in that area no one lives. Lencho's family is the only family living in this area. Okay, so that's why he says clearly, there is no one who can help me. We will all go hungry this year. So this is the final outcome. ऐसा कोई नहीं है जो हेल्प कर सके. हमारे पास कॉर्न नहीं बचा है, हमारी कॉर्न की फसल बर्बाद हो गई है. अब नई कॉर्न बोने के लिए जो बीज खरीदने पड़े उसके भी पैसे नहीं हैं. So this year we all will go hungry. Okay, but in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope. ये solitary valley यानी lonely इलाके में, ये lonely घर में जो भी लोग रहते थे, लेंचो, his wife, his elder sons, his younger sons, ये सबके दिलों में एक ही चीज थी, एक ही उम्मीद थी. What was that? Help from God. हमको मदद कर सकता है तो एक ही बंदा कर सकता है, हमको बनाने वाला. God can help us. Okay, don't be so upset. Even though this seems like a total loss, remember, no one dies of hunger. These words are spoken by Lencho's wife. So Lencho's wife is trying to console Lencho कि भले ये लगता है कि एक बहुत बड़ा लॉस है, पर कोई भूख से नहीं मरेगा. No one dies of hunger. हंगर से कोई मरता नहीं है, ऐसा. She is simply trying to console Lencho. That is what they say. No one dies of hunger. लेंचो भी ऐसे ही ना उम्मीद होकर बोलता है. हाँ भाई, लोग भी ऐसा ही बोलते हैं कि भूख से कोई नहीं मरता है. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything. अभी तक जो बड़ा हुआ है, उसने गॉड के बारे में जो भी जाना है, थ्रू द एक्सपीरियंस ही हैज जस्ट रियलाइज दिस थिंग दैट गॉड सीज एवरीथिंग. गॉड सब कुछ देखता है. बराबर, तो यही उम्मीद है, द हेल्प ऑफ गॉड, हुज आईज एज ही हैड बीन इंस्ट्रक्टेड. जब वो छोटा था, छोटे से बड़ा हुआ, गॉड के बारे में जिसने भी उसको नॉलेज दी, उसने बताया कि गॉड सब कुछ देखता है. सी एवरीथिंग, इवन वॉट इज डीप इन वंस कॉन्शियंस. जो बाहर होता है वो ही नहीं, किसी के दिल के अंदर क्या है, इन द इनर सेंस ऑफ राइट एंड रॉन्ग, किसके दिल के अंदर क्या चल रहा है, दैट ऑल्सो गॉड नोज. ओके, सो लेंचो वॉज एन ऑक्स ऑफ अ मैन. क्या हो गया था वो, ये बारिश आई उसके पहले, ही वर्कड वेरी हार्ड इन द फील्ड. Now in field, when you go for sowing the seeds, before that also you have to carry out many other works. You have to level the ground, you have to dig the ground, then you have to make what the rows, so that all the crop will grow in row. All those works were carried out by Lencho. That's why it is said that Lencho was an ox of a man. Okay, उसने बैल की तरह काम किया था, working like an animal in the fields. Okay, but still he knew how to write. पर कैसे लिखने का वो तो उसने थोड़ा बहुत सीख लिया था. Normally village farmers, over the years you see in the past time also, past ages, many of the farmers were cheated, exploited by the landlords. Why? The farmers did not know reading and writing. They were illiterate people. इसलिए उनका शोषण बहुत करते थे इन लैंडलॉर्ड्स. उनकी ज़मीन लिखवा देते, कहीं पे भी अंगूठा लगवा देते थे. फिर कोर्ट में अगर केस जाता है तो भी जज क्या बोलेगा, ये तुम्हारा अंगूठा है. फार्मर बेचारा सीधा साधा है, बोलेगा हाँ मेरा है, तो तुमने ही इस पर साइन किया है, ये अंगूठा है यानी योर साइन. अंडरस्टूड. तो हियर लेंचो वॉज सच अ मैन हु वॉज डूइंग अ वेरी हार्ड वर्क इन द फील्ड, बट ही हैड मैनेज टू राइट समथिंग, टू रीड समथिंग. इतना तो उसने पढ़ लिखा था. ही वॉज नॉट हाईली एजुकेटेड, बट पढ़ना लिखना तो जानता था. द फॉलोइंग संडे एट डे ब्रेक मीन्स इन द मॉर्निंग, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. लेटर लेके खुद ही टाउन जाएगा. देखो, इट इज़ अ हिली रीजन में पोस्ट ऑफिस होती नहीं है. तुमको किसी को लेटर लिखना है तो लेटर लेके जाओ शहर में, और शहर में पोस्ट ऑफिस के डिब्बे में डाल के आओ. सो दैट मच ट्रबल यू हैव टू टेक इफ यू वांट टू सेंड अ लेटर टू समवन. ओके, सो to in the mail, it was nothing less than a letter to God. ये लेटर किसको लिखा था? It was not written to any of his relatives. He did not have any relatives, I can say, and the town was very far, so that was purely a letter written to God, because God was his last hope. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes, because the hailstorm, then dash dash dash, these all things he mentions in the letter. Okay, कि अगर आपने हेल्प नहीं की तो मैं और मेरा फैमिली क्या है, भूखे मरेंगे इस साल. ओके, भूखा रहना पड़ेगा. I need 100 peso in order to sow. He demanded 100 pesos for 2 reasons. Which 2 reasons? One was to sow the field again with the corn seeds. तो कॉर्न के सीड्स खरीदने के लिए उसको पैसे चाहिए. एंड टिल द टाइम कॉर्न क्रॉप कम्स अप, तो वो 3-4 महीने जितना भी टाइम ले तब तक वो क्या खाएंगे, तो उसके लिए थोड़े पैसे चाहिए. तो फॉर 2 reasons he wrote a letter. He demanded 100 pesos from God. One is to sow his field again, and second to live until the crop comes up, क्योंकि हेलस्टॉर्म ने पूरा बिगाड़ दिया था. He wrote to God on the envelope. एनवेलप पे अपने टू और फ्रॉम लिखते हैं, बराबर. फ्रॉम अपनी साइड से जिसने भेजा है वो, और टू यानी जो पाने वाला है वो. ओके, रिसीवर्स एड्रेस, तो उसके पहले टू लिखते हैं. तो उसने क्या लिखा? टू गॉड, बस. पुट द लेटर इनसाइड एंड स्टिल ट्रबल्ड वेंट टू टाउन. अभी भी वो थोड़ा चिंतित तो है ही कि ये लेटर मैं पहले पोस्ट करके आऊँ, बीच में ही कुछ हो गया तो माई मैसेज विल नॉट रीच गॉड. He is this much simple man, students, and having plenty of faith in God. Okay. Troubled went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mail box. This is the normal formality. Okay, you will have to stick a stamp ticket. Okay, a stamp on the letter, and then you drop it into the mailbox. Then the postman will come. He will open the this one box, and he will collect the mails. Then he will sort them according to the areas where to deliver. Okay, one of the employees who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to his boss laughing heartily. बराबर. तो this postman got that letter. When he read the address, it was what? To God. अब God को कहाँ डिलीवर करने जाओगे? ऐसे बोलते हैं गॉड एवरीवेयर है, तो फिर वहाँ ही रहने दो पोस्ट के डिब्बे में. नो, बट ही एंजॉयड दिस सिचुएशन, एंड दैट्स व्हाई ही वाज एंजॉयिंग. ही वांटेड द पोस्टमास्टर आल्सो टू एंजॉय. दैट्स व्हाई ही टुक द लेटर टू द पोस्टमास्टर, लाफिंग हार्टिली, एंड शोड हिम द लेटर टू गॉड. ओके, नेवर इन हिज करियर एज अ पोस्टमैन हैड ही नोन दैट एड्रेस. Okay, he has also been working in the post office for many years, and he has delivered thousands of letters to different people at different addresses. But this address he sees for the first time. Address कुछ लिखा ही नहीं actually, to सिर्फ God लिखा है. अब God कहाँ मिलेंगे? Understood? The postmaster, a fat, amiable यानी very friendly and pleasant fellow, also broke out laughing. मैंने जब स्टोरी शुरुआत में बताई तब मैंने कहा था कि जब पोस्ट मास्टर के पास लेटर ले गए तो पहले वो भी हंसा, बराबर, ये देख के कि कौन ये छटक है तो डायरेक्ट गॉड के पास गॉड को ऐसे लेटर लिखता है. ओके, बट ऑलमोस्ट इमीडिएटली ही टर्न्ड सीरियस, क्योंकि ही वॉज अ सेंसिबल पर्सन ऑल्सो, बराबर. पहले ही बताया, ही वॉज फैट एंड एमिएबल पर्सन. So students, now you see the postmaster, he becomes serious. After laughing for some times, he becomes serious because he is a sensible man. Now what postmaster does, that we will see in our next lecture. Okay, till then, goodbye.